Dubbo in the 70s was a sleepy old town, really. As a kid at high school, you have no idea, but I had an idea because I had older brothers that had left, that there was something beyond Dubbo. And I learnt, probably through their experiences, that I should go and have the same ones, which was go and just let your hair down and find out who you are. Because in Dubbo I always knew I was gay, but I couldn't tell anyone. I have a best friend who was the same, so probably from first year in high school we both knew, and we met each other and confided in each other, and we had each other the whole time as best friends, and we still are to this day. But my family was fairly gay sort of family. Out of 5 there are 3 gay. I'm the only daughter, so I was protected within the family in that respect, but it wasn't something you talk about. As soon as I hit Sydney, everything changed, so you just found out there were lots of people the same as you, and you didn't have to hide, and you could be who you wanted to be. It was liberating. I was liberated.
In the 70s?
Yeah.
In the 70s.
But in my family, I was hard in my family because my dad was the local member and he'd been a Methodist minister before that. So we had all of that pressure as well, as we were weird and wild and crazy. That's why the thought of coming back to Dubbo 35 years later was a bit daunting, to say the least. But I trusted Chris's confidence that it would be all right. And we'd been in Newcastle for 5-6 years or something.
Yeah.
And it was time, because we hit our 50s and parents got old and everything changed in that respect. Kids are grown up and gone off, and the new challenge was aged care.
That's right.
And not as wild as the 80s.
No. But in the 70s, I was a year behind Bizzi at school, and I was also in hiding, and I knew that I was gay too when I was at school. But I chose a different path, and that was one to try and fit in and try and be normal. And so I left school, went overseas and did 12 months as a Rotary Exchange student in the late 70s. I then married, had 2 kids, and my eldest child was gay. So my...
she came out before you did.
Yes, she did. And I was always afraid, choosing what I thought was the easy path, but it wasn't. I found out through my daughter that coming out wasn't going to be as big an issue in Dubbo as I thought, and that my family was completely accepting of her. So, in fact, it probably would be okay if I decided to let everybody know who I really was as well. So, as a consequence, I felt far more comfortable coming out, and I did so. And then some time after that, I got in touch with Bizzi in relation to what my daughter was doing with her music, and that's how we reconnected after so many years. But I had always known Bizzi, and I think everyone at Dubbo South High School knew Bizzi in the 1970s. She's always been personality plus, and I don't know that she would have noticed me, because I was...
Yeah, you were cute.
I was maintaining a very low profile.
You always had a good fringe.
Yeah, I did. So, yeah, reconnecting with Bizzi and living in Newcastle was great, and the kids were over there at the time. And then they moved on. Our son Stevie moved down to Sydney and Mojo moved to Melbourne. So when my parents needed help back in Dubbo, as my dad wasn't very well,
the good daughters came.
We came. And we've been here for 5 years, and it hasn't been so bad. We've connected with a lot of...
No, it's pretty good, really.
Really creative people. And I think Dubbo's doing quite well as a regional city, and
Surprisingly, yeah.
there's a theatre here now, and there's a cinema complex. It's starting to catch up. There is sometimes, I think, a serious lack of culture, but I think we're working on that.
I haven't been out dancing in Dubbo.
No, but
I think I'd be a bit old if I went out dancing in Dubbo.
But, that's always something we can look forward to. But, there's some amazing young people in Dubbo now that are doing some really interesting things. And I think it's a great time to be here.
It is.
There's all sorts of things happening that make it a great place to be.
Don't talk about mining, though.
No.
Don't get me started.
No. We're passionate about
the environment.
That is one of our passions.
That is one of the worries of Dubbo.
And I'd like to see whatever happens in Dubbo, make sure that it's something sustainable.
Yeah.
So that future generations can come to Dubbo and enjoy what it's got to offer.
All the trees we're planting.
That's right.
Yeah.